Cancer, we have made it into the new year, or you guys have made it. What a year, right? But let's not even reflect on that too much unless there are certain cycles that you still have to close out. Let's just be positive and look ahead, okay? Brighter days ahead, more opportunities. You have another 365 days, God willing, right? Inshallah, that you are blessed to make it through to 2020. As a reminder, though, this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Midheaven, and or Venus. But if for some particular reason you clicked on this video, there is a reason. And so I hope you hear all that you need, and definitely subscribe before you leave, okay? Now, coming into the first week of January, what you can expect as far as energies that are here, you have the Eight of Wands, followed by the Queen of Cups and the Page of Swords. Coming into the second and third week of January, if you haven't already experienced these obstacles, because energy is fluid, then these are potential obstacles you might be feeling internally or from people in your external environment, okay? So you have the Ace of Wands that came up with the Page of Cups and the Judgment card. Finally, in the last week of January, what you will feel, where you can find yourself, or what you can do to overcome, you have the Ten of Coins with the Two of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So I'm hearing seeing is believing. Bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Cups. Okay, we'll get into what that energy might be about. But I'm also hearing busybody. Okay, you guys have a lot of ideas, right? You are very inspired coming into the new year because, again, you have another opportunity to right any wrongs of the previous 365 days. But I feel the sense that you guys are kind of overwhelming yourselves with so much in the month of January, okay? Like, you're not going to be able to complete every New Year resolution that you made on the 31st of December in the 30 days or 31 days that you have in January. You know what I'm saying? I get the sense that you guys want to take some yoga classes. You want to try something new. You want to travel to another country. You're also wanting to make six figures, you know, as far as like your salary is concerned. You feel inspired to learn new recipes. You want to cook a 5-course meal and invite people over. You know what I'm saying? You want to run a 10K. You want to give hair to charity. It's like there's so much that you want to do, and it's just like all brushing in. Again, I just want you guys to not overwhelm yourselves in this new year and in this new month, okay? Focus. Try to concentrate here with this Page of Swords, and concentrate as you're going into the second and third week on one thing at a time. You know, with all of these, if you're thinking about everything that you're needing to get done and you're like ping-ponging and bouncing in between everything, trying to get everything done, you're going to exhaust yourself, right? You will tire out. So just focus on one thing at a time, okay? In the month of January, make sure, because it takes at least 21 days to form a new habit. So if you're trying to change something as far as your physical vitality is concerned, your health, for instance, and you're wanting to work out more and do better with eating better, just solely focus on being in the gym consistently for at least 3 to 5 days a week. Or if you can't go to the gym, buy some things that you can have at home for the days that you just can't make it for the sake of time or whatever other reason. You just don't feel like leaving your house, because we are still in dead of winter, and just depending on where you are, there could be lake effect snow, there could be other things that can serve as potential obstacles to keep you from getting there. But if you have free weights at your house, you know, if you have bands at your house, you have access to Instagram, there are still a lot of ways that you can look up different things that you can do to keep your body moving, right? So that you can still check the box as far as being able to accomplish that goal. If the goal is to like be a little bit more selfish, right, with this wands energy, it might be something that is a little bit uncomfortable for you, you know, because you're so used to being so selfless here. You're so used to giving out so much of your light and your love and your loyalty, you know, and just being in so many places at once. Again, just this busybody energy that's here. And again, just being so selfless. It's okay to take the time to stop and think like, but what is that doing for me? How is that hurting or hindering me? You know, when am I going to get that back? Because sometimes you guys don't get back what you give out, okay? So at the beginning of the month, you might be thinking to yourself, like, what good is it to be there for everybody if I'm not even there for myself in ways that I want to show up more for myself? So you're going to be dealing with that this month. Watch out for people that don't respect the boundaries that you're setting for yourself this month, that don't want you to reconnect with your own emotions and being able to filter out again any of that negative and brooding energy, because cancers do tend to hold on to a lot emotionally. You guys are very sensitive, and so you get hurt very easily even when the intention is not to hurt your feelings. Some of you guys might be trying to change that or need to in the new year, become a little bit tougher, have a tougher skin, right? A tougher shell, so that things can't affect you so deeply, that really aren't as serious as you perceive them to be, okay? But make sure you're also involving yourself with people that can understand your nature in that way, and who are who really can just take their time with you, with getting to know you and being able to love you appropriately here with this Page of Cups energy. But I do feel like for some of you guys, what's going to come up in the second to third week are some potential triggers that might be from childhood that still need to be resolved, lessons that need to be learned, but at the same time also put to rest. You know, again, going back to that brooding energy, you can't hold on to things that will not be of service to you in this new year. If you had a bad experience with a friend in the previous year, then hopefully by the 31st of December, you've cut them off and they are no longer something or someone. Why did I say something? I mean, it might be something if it's not a person, but they're no longer someone that you think about, that you give that mental energy to, right? Because that's time wasted and you can't get that back. So make sure that you have learned that, not to hold grudges here. Don't do anything that's going to deteriorate your health and your faculties. You need that mental space for other things, to be able to be creative in other areas of your life, to be able to have more peace of mind, right? And to be at peace in your heart space. Don't keep people around you that are going to continue to be selfish, right? Where you feel like the output is not matching the input. There should be a level of reciprocity in every relationship, platonic, romantic, familial, it doesn't matter. So if these are things that you have to work on because maybe you've been the one that's been a little bit more selfish, then that's something that's going to come up in the second to third week. Be prepared for there to maybe potentially be some slight disagreements, right? Tensions might be high in the second to third week, but again, if not, this is all about independence and redefining what that is and what that looks like for you, and being able to dedicate more time to figuring out who you are and what you want in this new year, okay? Outside of what you can do for everybody else. personally, what are you going to try to improve within yourself in your own personal bubble, your own personal space? Do you need more time, like personal self-care time, working on those regimens? Then do that. Again, it's going to take at least 21 days, but you have to figure out a way to see it through, because at the end of the month, you know, nothing but good is here. Accomplishments are here. Money is here. So you might be coming into a bonus. I know it's getting ready to go into tax season. I think tax season opens up on like the 21st of January, so you can start filing and seeing a return on some money that you've spent back. But be more careful with how you budget throughout this year, so you're not having to wait for tax season, you know, to be able to enjoy life again. Some of you guys, you've been doing some creative things in your life, some creative work. You might have found your passion, and you've been waiting patiently and just trying to nurture the thing that you have been cultivating over the previous year. And so you're just trying to continue to think positive thoughts at the beginning of the year, and by the end you finally start to feel that Jupiter and Sagittarius energy, because you are rewarded something here. This is accolades, but this is also being able to make yourself timeless, right? Having something that outlives you. So if you're on YouTube, for example, as long as you have a channel, you know, you have started a legacy for yourself. As long as you have the personality, you know, people will come in droves and come to see your work and be able to help promote your work, right? So that you get more work and more opportunities. But again, that is here on the table for you guys. Behavioral changes, new mindset is here for you guys, so long as you choose to believe it, right, and or see it. For some of you guys, I feel like you are having a seeing is believing attitude, especially if it's about people in your external environment. Like you have to kind of show more than you are saying anything to Cancers in the month of January. Or Cancer, this is how somebody feels about you. But at the end of the day, I just feel like this is really just saying that you don't have the time or the resources for nonsense anymore, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune is here. You're ready to take control of your life. You're ready to see what the universe can do for you if you put yourself in a position where you're doing the things to align yourself with what it is that you want, with what it is that you feel you deserve for all that you have put in to life itself, right? And that's really refreshing for you guys, right? Here with this Five of Cups, the 7 is underneath that. There might be some confusion as far as your emotional nature is concerned, having to go it alone and feeling that sense of loneliness here with this Five of Cups. But sometimes you have to be put in a place where you are separated from everybody, even those that you might even really care about, just so that you can hear and heal what it is that's been bothering you, or what it is that you have been overlooking by being such a busybody, so that you can have better information. You guys are really intuitive, so that you can open yourself up to being that conduit and that vessel to know where it is that you need to be next, what it is that you need to go after or look for next, who it is that you truly need to surround yourself with. So just be a little bit more observant without absorbing so much emotionally and taking things personally from people that don't know you personally. They don't know your story. They don't know your walk. Make sure you're also being compassionate for those that you don't really know that well. You don't know where they come from. You don't know what they keep hidden behind closed doors. As far as chakras are concerned, I'm not seeing a lot of the root chakra, so get that into balance, as well as your heart and as well as your sacral and solar plexus, okay? Heed your own personal intuition as well, But if this reading resonated, give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more. There is far greater to come. But also, if you are interested in booking a private reading with me, just hit me up in my email that I will leave here. And I will talk to you guys soon.